Narrated by Abu Juhayfa. I saw Allah's Messenger peace be upon him in a red leather tent, and I saw Bilal taking the remaining water with which the Prophet had performed ablution. I saw the people taking the utilized water impatiently, and whoever got some of it rubbed it on his body, and those who could not get any took the moisture from the others' hands. Then I saw Bilal carrying a short spear, or stick, which he planted in the ground. The Prophet came out tucking up his red cloak, and led the people in prayer and offered 2 rak'at, facing the Kaaba, taking a short spear, or stick, as a sutra for his prayer. I saw the people and animals passing in front of him beyond the stick. Narrated by Abu Hazim. Sahl bin Sa'd was asked about the Prophet's pulpit as to what thing it was made of. Sahl replied, "None remains alive amongst the people, who knows about it better than I. It was made of tamarisk, wood, of the forest. So and so, the slave of so and so prepared it for Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. When it was constructed and placed in the mosque, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him stood on it facing the Qibla and said Allahu Akbar, and the people stood behind him, and led the people in prayer. He recited and bowed and the people bowed behind him. Then he raised his head and stepped back, got down and prostrate on the ground, and then he again ascended the pulpit, recited, bowed, raised his head and stepped back, got down and prostrate on the ground. So, this is what I know about the pulpit." Ahmad bin Hanbal said, as the Prophet peace be upon him was at a higher level than the people, there is no harm according to the above mentioned hadith if the Imam is at a higher level than his followers during the prayers. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. Once Allah's Messenger peace be upon him fell off a horse and his leg or shoulder got injured. He swore that he would not go to his wives for 1 month, and he stayed in a mashruba, attic room, having stairs made of date palm trunks. So his companions came to visit him, and he led them in prayer sitting, whereas his companions were standing. When he finished the prayer, he said, "Imam is meant to be followed, so when he says Allahu Akbar, say Allahu Akbar, and when he bows, bow, and when he prostrates, prostrate, and if he prays standing, pray, standing." After the 29th day the Prophet peace be upon him came down, from the attic room, and the people asked him, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, you swore that you will not go to your wives for 1 month. He said, "The month is 29 days. Narrates by Abdullah bin Shaddad. Ma'imuna said, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him was praying while I was in my menses, sitting beside him, and sometimes his clothes would touch me during his prostration. Ma'imuna added, he prayed on a kumra, a small mat sufficient just for the face and the hands while prostrating during prayers. Narrated by Ishaq. Anas bin Malik said, my grandmother Malaika invited Allah's Messenger peace be upon him for a meal which she herself had prepared. He ate from it and said, "Get up. I will lead you in the prayer." Anas added, I took my hasir, washed it with water as it had become dark because of long use, and Allah's Messenger peace be upon him stood on it. The orphan, Damarat or Rah, and I aligned behind him, and the old lady, Malaika, stood behind us. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him led us in the prayer and offered 2 rak'at and then left.